Yeah, good day, wherever you are watching this video. Yeah, because I want to just make a statement is concerning football in my country, Nigeria. Actually, I stayed in France, I'm Daniel Osondo. So I stayed in France and then I've tried to go around, you know, I played football, I watch football, and then I want to see how we can improve our league in Nigeria because I'm clamoring for this. I'm a big fan of football. I love football a lot, and then I know football because I play the game. But the problem we are facing, the challenges in Nigeria now, I think we are having some problem like maybe the finance to sponsor teams because I find out that most players in Nigerian league are earning peanut. Their salary are nothing to write about. Some are earning not less than, there are some players who earn $100 in Nigerian league. Some players earn even some bigger teams, like we can talk about Enyimba, we can talk about Iwanyao National, Sunshine, and then maybe in the north, Kano Pillars. um, you know, there are some teams that are well to do. Bender Insurance, I think they are trying as well. So I want to see how Nigerian football can move to another direction. I want to see how we can have sponsor, but like those days when I used to watch Olusegun Odegbami, when he, our former national player, when he presents some, with the talk about how European football, because I wonder how clubs like Manchester, Real Madrid, Paris Saint Germain, some teams, even in Turkey, when you talk about some club in Turkey, they are rich. So how is their football growing? Because we know football is in Europe. Every player dream from Africa is to come to Europe to play. So I'm looking forward. How can Nigerian football improve? How can we have a good league? The standard, just like South Africa, because they use one of their best stadium. So, but in the last years now, I think I've been in Nigeria. I've seen the pitches, even both on television. I've seen some stadiums that are classic. Like when I went to watch an academy, I watched the academy. They played in one tournament in Ogun State. I think in the stadium that they have one of the big stadiums. So I want to see for Nigerian football. I don't know how we can bring in some experts, bring in people maybe from the Middle East. Because if you watch the game now, like in France where I stay, like Paris Saint Germain is bought by Qatari man. If you watch in Premier League in England, you see that some men like Leicester, the late Chiam president, he's from Thailand. So if Nigeria can bring in investors, because we will need our league to be watched worldwide, not only in Africa, Nigerian league to be watched worldwide. So we need television right. We need people who will come with money, to broadcast the league because Nigerian is a country we have pool of talented players. We have talented players in Nigeria. So because we have produced a lot of players like the Kochas, the Odegbamis, the Sondolises, the Agawas, the Timesin, the Friday Post, Rashidi Yakini. We have great players. We have great players in the making. So I'm looking forward. I want to see how Nigerian football, because I watch leagues in Europe here and I see, the football is here. Everybody dream is to play in Europe, Nigerian player, because number one, football is, universal. I mean, in Europe, everybody's watching European football. Be it Belgium League, Jupiter League, there's Dutch League, Eredivisie, there's Bundesliga, German, and then French Ligue 1, and then there's Spanish and Italian Calcio. So if you look at these leagues, you will find out that how are they progressing? How are they making it? How is the club surviving? You see? So Nigerian football, I want to see a situation where even if assuming, because the state or the government cannot do it all, government cannot put hand in football because government is not running the football. It's run by FIFA, it's run by the federation, and I was told and I know that FIFA, they used to put in money for the league. They used to put some money for the national team and I think for the league as well. So they have budget and the federation will now share the money maybe to each clubs and stuff like that. But Nigeria, every state now in Nigeria has a good standard stadium. and the state government are trying. And it's not something that a team shouldn't be owned by a state government. It should be an, private owners. Private owners. Most Nigerian club is owned by government, so which is wrong. That's why the game is affected in Nigeria, because if the government is running the team, if there is no money to bring out to run the club, then everything is collapsing. Everything is collapsing. So, you know, this video, I want it, I will send it, I will put it on my what's on YouTube, and then on my Facebook, and then, I'm not going live. Because it should have been maybe live on Instagram, or people can watch, or maybe I will do live one day. But I just want to, specifically Nigerian football, because because I remember those days. I watched some YouTube during the days of Odegbami, Aloysius Atuegu. I watched a lot of, Elahos. Nigerian league was so entertaining. I could remember I watched one video. I know of one player from Nigeria in Imo State, Sonny Wachuku, something like that. These are players who play for ABC. Julius Berger. This club is reigning. A lot. So Nigerian football. Now, I know that our league, our game in football, Nigeria, we have a lot of grassroots team. That one I can assure that I know of that. There's a lot of academy, a lot of clubs, academy from different level, a lot of club in the professional league now, in the national league, in the amateur, we have them. So, but what we need is sponsor. So if Nigerian football, if we can see maybe investors from Arab nations, particularly from Arab nations, if some can come, then to invest in football, to buy some clubs in the Nigerian Premier League. We have pool of talent. We have talented players that can turn to Dennis in Watford, Osimhen, all these guys. They come from grassroots. They come from teams, academy. Like I'm a president of my own academy. I'm the president, of Excel International Football Academy. I took up the job recently. So, and I have a good friend of mine who is the owner and the manager of that team. So, what am I saying? I'm trying to see how we can have investors in the professional league, even if our players are not going to Europe. If you are not playing in Nigerian, maybe under 17 youth fund or under 20, but when you play professional league, you earn good salary, number one. Then you can be able to live. You can be able to concentrate on your career at the moment. You will not be in a hurry to rush to Africa, maybe rush to Morocco or rush to Tunisia. Those are some of our players. If they go to Morocco, they earn better. They go to Tunisia, they earn better. They go to Egypt, like Amunike. Those days, he went to Zamalek in Egypt because they pay more better. But if Nigeria can have that advert, make it, we should use the best stadium. Every state that has a professional side, as they are using it now, the stadium should be maintained. Number one, the pitch is number one. The paramount thing is the pitch. The pitch should be in a good condition for the ball to flow, for the players to move. Because when the players see a good pitch, not synthetic, synthetic can be occasionally, depends on the weather. Maybe it's raining like seriously in Nigerian league, because our season is different from the European season. Nigeria are not playing, we are not playing the way Europeans are playing, because at times the league is almost ending in Europe, Nigeria is still starting, all those kind of things. So it's affected our football a lot, both in the national side, because if the coaches, assuming when Ro was there, our former coach from Sichel, from German precisely, the wife is Sichel. So Ro, when he was there, most time they don't pick home-based players. Because why? The league is not corresponding with European league. So because most time they are off break, they're not playing, league suspended. A lot of things happening in Nigerian football. I'm looking at a way. I'm looking a way where Nigerian football, we get to a standard where the world can say yes. Imagine the Arab, the Qatar, the Dubai, the other leagues, Bahrain, even Oman. Some Nigerian players are going to Oman. If you now look, why are they moving to Oman? Why are they moving to Kuwait? I know they are rich. They want their football to grow. Then, why don't we Nigerians? We are rich Nigerians. So the investor should come. If an investor come, some rich billionaires, and they invest in the football, invest in the stadium, invest in the players. They get good salary, they are well maintained, and then they can collaborate. If the club, I don't know if Nigerian Football Association or whatever, TV right, because it's important. If it's Super Sport that is covering South Africa, any TV that can cover the league is the most important thing. Like the Premier League, they earn a lot, in TV right. The world is watching them. Europeans, this is how football is being run. So people who are into this sport, who are working with the NFF Federation, National Nigerian National League Association, they should look into this. They should contact people, make our league well known. Contact is when Super League covers our game. I think it will reach some places in South America, in some part in Europe, everywhere. So they will watch Nigerian players, and people will focus on them, and they will spot some talent. And mind you, if your club, you move a player to Europe, you are receiving a very big money, which have been happening, we know. But I want a reform. I want our league to get to a standard whereby people will see and know that this is Nigerian league. We are clamoring for this. I in particular am shocked. For many years, even when I was growing up, when I play some little clubs, I play in the amateurs and I try to go to a professional team for trials. I see that we still remain like that up to now, except in the few years now where there's good stadium like in Calabar, Ibadan. Many stadiums now are good because we hosted the Under 20 World Cup. That was the year, maybe I think two during Agawa set. Nigeria hosted the World Cup 1989. I think 1999 when Ronaldinho came to Nigeria as well. So this is what I'm just trying to emphasize, to see how we can have sponsors. The Brazilian league is good. I watch also. Brazilian league is good. So I want our league to be up to standard. We want TV right. We want people to TV right will make a difference. It will make people to watch us through Super Sport, to reach every corners of Africa, and the players will receive good salary. They should not pay a player $100, €100 a month, and you expect the player to give you his best. The player will be playing and then looking forward to go to abroad. So we can find a situation whereby Nigerian as a country, we can have a home base. I imagine in France here where I stay, okay, at times French player, it can be only French league players. We know they have good standard that play for the national team. They will not even think about anything. They just pick their player from Sochaux, Guingamp, Montpellier, or Zé. They just pick them and then they play. They play on that good pitch. Fans are turning out and they earn good salary. You see, they are motivated to play. So you can tell a player in Nigerian league earning $100. When a player earns $100 a month, how do you expect him to give his best? He cannot give his best. He can't, because when he play, he's thinking how to move to Morocco, he's thinking how to move to Tunisia, he's thinking how to come to Ukraine or Russia or Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Slovenia, Portugal, because why? They pay more better. So Nigerian football, this is the time we have to stand out. The people in charge, the sponsors, the companies, the investors, they should come into the football. Not only sponsoring the team, but try to get the TV right. Because when you get that, then something will begin to happen when people begin to watch the league. And then for our fans, Nigerian people, we have a lot of fans. We are a football nation. We love football. So Nigerian fans should come to the stadium. We know some love Premier League, they watch in the afternoon, whatever, you watch by 1, 2. If your team is playing by 1 or 2 o'clock or 6 p.m. or whatever, I know most people, why people do that is because of the TV right. Because people watch this Premier League, they see these stars, Most of our players are stars. Some, if we use the home base, if the home base play and they become a star, maybe somebody who is playing for Nigeria in Nimba, or when you play for Nigerian, performing for Nigerian national team, go for international games, come back, home base, the fans will say, oh, this guy is playing. So, but the reverse, the case is not the same now. Most of them are playing abroad. Okay, if some are even retiring, or you're not with anything, I think you can come back home. You can come to Nigerian League to play so that you for your with your influence we can see the fans trooping to the stadium. Because I remember the case of other players like Rashidi Yekini, Daniel Mokachi, and then the rest of them who resigned after retirement. They came back to Nigerian League. Some are coaches, they played. So we need all those kind of reform. We need these players who has played in Europe. If your career is going to a stage whereby you know you cannot meet the standard in Europe and then you're off contract, you can come back home. You can play Nigerian League. That will motivate the 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 fans again so that our stadium will come back alive like those days. Not only from when Nigeria is playing in one particular stadium, maybe in Delta or Abuja or in Lagos. We want the centers around Nigeria, the centers, every league game. Let the people come out. Let the fans troop into the stadium. Let them motivate the home based players. Let them motivate the league. And the players will be happy. You will be happy because we have stars. Because if you don't come out to see them, most of them tomorrow they come to Belgium, and after they come to this guy and he's playing Calabar Rovers, and you don't know him. Is when he travel to abroad after he come to Nigeria, he's a star. You don't even recognize him. So we should know our players from home. We should know our players from home. Just like Obobana when he plays in Sunshine. I have my teammate too who plays Sunshine, Skilo James. This guy was playing Sunshine. He played Continental Cup, like with James. They played in Tunisia, some other part of Africa, in CAF Cup. So some fans knows him in Sunshine. Maybe not all Nigeria, maybe few fans, but later he played for national team. You understand? So, so that's what I'm just saying. So I just hope our league we go to a length whereby you know it will be televised nationwide, through Super Sport or any means, any channel, any TV, then the player should get good salary. That's my own area I'm talking about. So players should be paid very well. So sponsors should come out. So if some people from Middle East or Asia want to buy some Nigerian club, you are free to negotiate. You are free to buy it. So you can even sell the players to Asia, in Middle East, and Europe. You make your gain. And if those players are stars, Nigerian people will begin to buy jerseys, buy the sharp, the scarf. That's what they do in Europe. They sell those jerseys when some names, big names, so we want a level. I'm just hoping that our football one day will get to that level in Europe, where some club will begin to talk about when Real Madrid are so rich, that even Paris Saint Germain are so rich, that Manchester are so rich. Their budget is wow, enormous. They say in French, very big. So I hope we get to a level whereby our football will turn to greater things. I hope to watch Nigerian football, watch Nigerian league, get excited, seeing great players from there and moving ahead. We don't want to keep them, but if peradventure we have good salaries and then they are being paid, why not? Players will stay home. Even you can play CAF Cup, you can play Super Cup, whatever. You know, you move around the continent and where people will see you. Just like the Chinese, what they did about their football, they pumping money in China, and they buy a lot of players like African stars, old players come to the league, and then there's Thailand, there's in Asia, there's Japan, there's South Korea, there's a lot of leagues that are standard. So I want a situation whereby Nigerian football, because I'm not talking about Africa. In Africa we have good like Tunisia, we have Egypt, we have Morocco, those North Africa, we have South Africa. Their league is also good, and then other countries, I think their league, they are they're just trying to come up. So in Africa, those are the four top countries that their league is standard. So I want a situation where Nigerian teams will be on top map of Africa, and then where the world can see Nigerian football go higher. So look at what happened in our qualification for the World Cup. We cannot go to Qatar. We need a very solid league where we can be proud to bring out good 11 for Nigerian national football. We don't want only to say players in Europe have to come from Belgium, from Portugal. We want a good standard league in Nigeria whereby we can just pick a player from Nigerian league. Say this 11 will represent us. Even in world football, 11 will go and play friendly match with Spain, play with Portugal, and then give result. That's what we need in Nigerian football. I'm not. If for me, I have the opportunity to work in Nigerian Football Federation. If I have that opportunity one day, what I will do is Nigerian football players, I will pick home base. I will make sure that home base play for the country, home base to represent us international games, which can be done. Not only bringing 2, 3, 4 players, home base full team to represent. When you are having some problem issues in Nigerian football, maybe the team is not doing well, you can rely on your home base. There are some countries like Brazil, even most of the European nations, their players are playing their league. So we can have our national team players from Nigerian league. Not only when they move to Europe, we pick them one by one. People from the Nigerian league to play for the country, to give result. People who are hungry to represent the nation. So our league must be checked. Our league must make sure that we get the best players, the best sponsors, and we must fight. The Nigerian Football Federation must do something. The technical crew, the commercial people in that, they must make sure to see how Nigerian football move forward. I think they read courses. Some of them have traveled to Europe. They should contact the necessary people. They should reach the necessary companies or private sectors or anywhere to see that, to commercialize our game, to make sure that our football get to a level where we can be proud of. Even Nigerian people will be proud of it. I know in the past they used to buy players from Ghana, some Cote d'Ivoire or Togo, Benin. We need more. We need the game to improve, where we can buy players from many countries. Rwanda, we can buy top players from Tunisia, Egypt. You know, I try to remember some Egyptian players. One striker, one striker that played for Egypt for many years. He was a home base in Egypt, and this guy did very well. They are playing in league. He played in Egyptian league, and he was the top player for Egyptian. Not now we have Salah playing abroad, that he is the king of Egypt football, good, one of the best. But this player, Abdul Trika, I think, yeah, Abdul Trika, this guy one of the best players, I think, CAF and other stuff, as a home based player. He played in Swiss or abroad, something like that. So there's players who can play in Africa. We can bring them from Egypt, from Tunisia, top player in Nigerian league, and Nigerians, we know that, okay, this guy is playing CAF Cup, is top striker in Tunisia. Not only Nigerian going to Tunisia, we need to do onverse. We have to make sure that our league get a standard where we can bring in foreign players, even to buy European players. To buy South Africa, I remember I read one French guy was playing South Africa. We can buy players from Europe to Nigerian league, buy big names, big midfielders, young players from Denmark, from other countries to Nigerian league, and have good standard, pay them good salary, pay the home base good salary, everybody. And then there will be super sport, there will be television right, everybody's watching, and then seeing all these guys. Even Nigerian players who are having some, maybe their contract is not, they will bring them back home, sign them. That's what we want to see. I want to see that happen in Nigeria in a few years to come. I want to see it. People who are running football should do something. So God bless Nigeria. And I hope this message, as you hear this message, this video, as you watch it, share it, let it go viral, touch the Nigerian Football Association, every Nigerians, every corner, in abroad, anywhere. And then try to subscribe to my channel as well. You see it, Daniel Sondo. Most times I will give you some update. I will try to speak the way I could, to talk about Nigerian football, to talk about how our football will go to another level. God bless you.